fuck is that? A Magnazone. The hell?
You can start your drinking early before your mates awake. Send a picture of your purple pint as they're eating the cornflakes.
Welcome aboard
hell yeah.
this Splat UK service to Splat Vibes Volume 3, calling at Yours Mammothly and some other teams I don't remember which ones I've interviewed yet. So that means we have indeed Yours Mammothly, your absolute favourites from the Hitland Splat Legacy. I am joined by Spore Cloud.
Wagwan, babes.
Yep, that's the
Oh.
best intro. Okay, and I'm also I'm also joined by Pokemon Legends Arceus, or more colloquially referred to as SnipeZ.
Alright.
Is that you on screen? Is this you?
No.
How are we, gentlemen, on this wonderful evening?
I'm fighting a Gibble. But he's fucked off now because I don't like him.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm a bit disappointed that he didn't fight the Gibble, to be honest.
Me too. I'm feeling a little bit let down about the Gibble, so we'll have to make do with some questions instead. So, I believe you consider yourself probably the best team in the UK that currently exists, considering you won the previous UK event. And if you have such a powerhouse of a team, why did you call it Yours Mammothly? Why did you do that?
So that would be my fault.
Yep.
I was the one who came up with the name. The whole reason why I thought of that as a name was I just didn't want any name associated with a certain UK team that references a certain type of sweet,
Yep.
and also the Mafia, and also when I was trying to think of names at the time, I was like, damn, I can't really think of anything, and then I just randomly remembered that I'd sent what is our logo to Snipes, and he found it funny, so I was just like, hell yeah, why don't I just like make this the team name? And it's stuck, so we've even inspired a knockoff at this point.
Yeah, that is that. I asked this very same question to them, and their answer was we thought it was funny. So I'm starting to notice a bit of a trend around these parts, and it's possibly the best trend we could have. Considering the aforementioned Splat Legacy, you're probably the favourite to take home first at Splat Vibes Volume 3. And that's obviously, I'm assuming that's the goal. Please correct me if I'm wrong, if you actually plan to get 7th or something, which I doubt.
It's not. It's in the cards.
Personally, I'd like Jasmine to be able to afford the trip and back.
Yeah, is that
I-
currently the most pressing issue?
I mean, like traveling all the way from Newcastle to London for these sorts of
Bloody hell.
it's a bit of a trek.
There is a
So-
TFL-shaped hole in your wallet.
Yeah, exactly. So we want to obviously we'd love to win because your winning is good, believe it or not. But at least for me, I would personally like all of our wallets to be intact after this LAN is over. Yeah, that's my secondary motivation for winning, I think.
That's fair enough. To consider a third motivation, how important is it to deny Chewits their quite possible three-peat of Vibes wins, because they took home number 1 and 2, and I think they've got their jaws set on the third one as well.
I think it would be great to not have them do the treble in terms of Splat Vibes, because they're not even called Shirts Mafia anymore. They've called themselves Yours Elephantly, which look, all I'm saying is that if you are constantly chasing the trends, you'll never set a trend of your own.
Yeah.
And we set the trend. I think we can show that the trend's still going strong instead of having to deal with a team that, if they just call themselves Shirts Mafia, it would have been so good for promotion, because obviously it would be really easy to call them Chewits again and just be like, yeah, that's Chewits, even though they've got a slightly different roster than they did last time. It's still Chewits Mafia. They've already got one player different. They decided to ditch their name out of chasing the hype. SMH.
We touched on this earlier, but you're down exactly 1 Takimi.
We are indeed down with Takimi.
How is the lack of 1 Takimi affected the preparations for this event?
I think Snipes' mental health has improved.
Is that right?
A little bit. A little bit,
yeah.
We had to go on a wild goose chase to get someone else because, and also Chewits had to do the exact same thing since they're also down a guy that doesn't want to play or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, both us and Elephantly were down a guy, and then it was basically the race to see who could get Jasmine first, and we reached out first. So
Got a worthy replacement, and they don't, unfortunately.
obviously, the main draw is the tournament structure itself, but is there anything you're looking forward to outside of the tournament at the event?
I mean, like, this is the first event that's being held at this current venue. Finding a venue, I think, is like the hardest part of establishing any sort of LAN event. I know Pixel, because I sometimes help Pixel out with tournaments. I know that he's been struggling for a while to find a venue. So to finally find one and to be able to host a LAN there, I think it's going to be really, really important. Because, like, if this LAN goes well, like, regardless of who wins it, right, then that means that there's a consistent place for future events to take place in. Like, for the first two vibes were at the same venue, but nothing aside from that. There's never been UK LANs have never happened at the same venue more than once, other than like Breeze, I guess. But like Breeze was so long ago. I think it'd be nice to have like a consistent venue to host these events. So that's like one of the main things for me. The other thing is obviously just seeing all the people. Like, we talk a lot of smack, but ultimately, like, outside of the game, we are like all friends, and we're all gonna go to the pub and probably drink a few too many pints, and I'm gonna get I'm gonna have words said to me by the bouncer to the effect of "keep quiet or I'm kicking you out."
That does lead me on wonderfully to a question for you, Snipes, and that is, does the amount of games that you win correlate to the number of hooches that will be going into your bloodstream?
That is a good question, and I think there might be a minor correlation. Just
how strong of one is it? Like, if you completely bin it, is it like 10 hooches, and if you take it all the way home, is it like 20?
Wait, what was that again? What?
Is it an exponential curve? So the more winning you do, the more hooches to the
No,
point
it's
where you're drinking.
exactly how many games.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna
we've got a
drink.
perfectly linear correlation.
Perfectly linear, yeah.
That's so. If how many games even are there in the tournament? If you win all of
I
them,
mean, if it's
There's
totals
like
of 5, it's like what 3, 6,
four
9,
four
12,
rounds,
13, 14, 15.
4 rounds of pools. What, semis, finals? That's it. No,
It's like I think it's like
6.
18 to 21 hooches, something like that.
do you reckon you cut out for 18 or 21 hooches?
On a bad day, yeah.
On a bad day, yeah. All right, okay, good to know. And on that splendidly confident note, that does bring me to the end of the questions I had prepared for these mammothly gentlemen. So if either of you have anything you'd like to plug, drop that in now, and I'll put that on the screen.
You can find me in several places, but the main places to find me are like probably Twitter, at CloudSpore, Blue Sky at Spore Cloud, just to make it confusing. To make it even more confusing, Twitch at Spore_, and the only other thing that I would probably want to plug is the Splat UK stream of Vibes 3, which will inevitably be happening at the same time as the LAN. So if you want to see all of the shithousery that is gonna go down, then like make sure that you're watching the stream.
I have 2 answers. Either where the fuck is this? Either the Cobalt Coastlands, or probably like under a bridge after having 18 hooches in my system.
To be fair, there are lots of bridges in London to have 18 hooches underneath. I'm sure we'll find a good one.
We can take your pick. All right, brilliant.